Hey everyone, hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about what I am reading in January of 2022. Alright, I'm going to actually talk a little bit quickly because my camera battery is dying and it took me a long time to get to this point, and so I'm just going to kind of not race through it, but I might be a little bit brief for the Shelly. So I have a couple of, I'm going to start off with the books that I'm reading with as events here on Booktube. The first one is hosted by Novel Novels, and it's an Anne along, as in Anne of Green Gables read along, and that means I'm going to be reading the first book of the Anne of Green Gables series. Originally, I was going to read this with Gem of Books. Go check out her channel, she's wonderful, and a dear friend and subscriber, Sonja. We were going to read this together as a small group in February, but then the Anne-along was happening and my memory was bad, and I was like, we kind of decided that we were going to join the group instead. I think the whole group is reading all of the Anne of Green Gables books this year, or one a month, something of that nature. I'm going to be reading the first one and then seeing how it goes from there. But yeah, excited about this, about Anne of Green Gables, because I heard she's sweet. Oh no. Okay, the second little reading event that I'm doing is Flannery O'January. I'm not reading all of Flannery O'Connor's short stories. This is hosted by Noah from Everyone Who Reads It Must Converse. This is also hosted by Christy from Dostoevsky in Space, and one more person. One moment. And Musical Bookworm. I know that they each have something that they're reading with the Anne of Green Gables. I mean, not Anne of Green Gables, with the Flannery O'Connor. Could you get more different? So I know that I am going to be specifically reading A Good Man Is Hard to Find, because I've been wanting to read that, and I'm going to read that this month, along with perhaps a few other stories. Stick around. At the end of January, I'll tell you, or maybe at the beginning of February, I'll tell you what I got up to with Flannery. So Flannery O'Connor. I don't know where to put these. Okay, more reading commitments. Actually, I have a whole month full of reading commitments, which I don't mind because this is going to be great. But over January and February, and who knows, maybe a little bit of March, I'm going to be reading with the same book club that I have been reading with. So AJ Dunn Reads and Writes, Jolene from Bookworm Adventure Girl, Sandy from Miss Reads a Lot. We're going to be reading along with Deborah Johnson and Sonia Devaney. They are very, very important to our group, subscribers here. And anyways, we're all going to be reading The Near and the Light by Hilary Mantel, which is the third book in the Thomas Cromwell series, which is a historical fiction series set in Tudor England about King Henry VIII, and at least the beginnings of his many wives. And this is her third book, and it's going to be about Thomas Cromwell, which all of her books have been, who is a fascinating anti-hero type character, and I cannot wait to find out what happens to him. Okay, along with my book club with David Wiley called the Eclectic Bookclub, and a bunch of here on Booktube, we are reading the Odyssey. I picked up my beloved Fitzgerald translation. Fitzgerald was the translation I love the most with the Iliad, and I'm very excited to meet an old friend on the page. That's how I feel. Meet an old friend on the page with the Odyssey, because yeah, and I'm actually technically filming this today, the day that this is posting, January 2nd, and I have not started, so I'm already behind. Oh well. Okay, now some individual buddy reads. Let me grab them. Individual buddy reads that I have. Sonja and I, we can't get enough of each other because this is our third reading group, reading buddy read that we signed up with each other. So Sonja, you're the best. We are going to be reading Outlander together by Diana Gabaldon, a sort of sci-fi, though most people describe this as a historical fiction book set. You know what? I don't know much about it. I really couldn't tell you. I just know that it's often on the list for epic love stories, and I'm excited because I do love a good epic love story from time to time. Quite a bit. Those tend to stand out. Speaking of epic love stories, I'm going to be reading this over January and February. Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell, Pulitzer Prize winning novel of that year. And yeah, I'm reading this with another subscriber, George, and we are kind of conversing on email about this. I'm very, very excited to read a classic novel with such an astute reader. So, man, this is the month of chunksters, so I'm making it up with 2 slim books. Yeah. This Hiroshima, this is a nonfiction book. I am going to be reading quite a bit of nonfiction in the next coming months, and this was a slim little one that I thought I could get in January. I am technically buddy reading this with a friend in real life, but I know that he has got a lot of reading on his own plate. No one here on Booktube or anything, and I don't know if we'll end up reading it together or if I'm just gonna go ahead and read it. I really do want to get to this. This is John Hersey's reporting in Hiroshima, Japan during the atomic bomb that the United States bestowed on Japan at that time. So this is his reporting, and it's supposed to be fantastic and vivid, and if I really like it, I'll send this to my mom when I'm done. So very excited. Already has a home after I'm done with it. And then I wanted to start the year off right. I wanted to start it off with something that I wanted to read, myself, you know, like not with anyone else, just kind of my own reading, which is important to me. I like my own little space, along with buddy reading. I love buddy reading. I love group reading. I love all of the read-alongs. And I also love my own little space to read. And so for me, I picked up Giovannis Room by James Baldwin, and I started it, and I read the first 50 or so pages, and it is beautiful. It's beautiful. Baldwin is often compared to, now I'm giving you a review right now, but I'm just going to say it because I might forget it in the future. Ta-Nehisi Coates, rather, is compared to Baldwin. Coates wrote Between the World and Me. He also wrote The Water Dancer, which was published a couple years ago, I think in 2020, maybe 2019. And just an influential writer right now. And his writing is often compared to James Baldwin. But I'm starting, reading James Baldwin, and it's different. It's a little more accessible, in my opinion. At least Giovanni's Room is. And I'm really, really enjoying Baldwin's storytelling and where he's going. I think I chose a good one to start the year off with. So yeah, excited about that. Okay, well that is it. We did this quickly. I'm so excited. We did this fast. All right, we did this fast. That's great. Feeling very proud of myself. That's it for me. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. Ooh, what are you reading this month? Yeah, let me know. I'm very curious. What do you think is gonna be a great read for you? Giovanni's Room is already starting off. It's awesome. Yeah, and just let me know, okay? So that's it for me. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.